Pullback trading strategy was difficult for me initially until I discovered the strategy I want to show you in this very video. So in this video, I want to show you how to properly trade pullback trading in the market continuation very well. The mistakes that you need to avoid to properly trade pullback very well to your advantage, and the set of rules that I use to trade my pullback on my chart. And this is very important, and you need to watch this video all the way to the very end if you like content like this. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe right now, and turn the bell notification for more forex videos like this one. Also check the channel for all that forex content. The first thing I want to really point out here is for you to understand what pullback is. Okay, let's start with that. So for a pullback to occur on your chart, it means that certain things might have happened when price is moving upward or downward. Let's take, for example, in an upward trend. Let's say, for example, market is moving upward, market retrace back down, move upward, retrace back down, move upward, retrace back down, and move upward. You can agree with me that when market is moving like this, we are in an upward trend. Market is moving upward, and the only thing that make this very market to retrace or pull back is because there is a slowdown in buying pressure. Let's say, for example, market move all the way from this very point upward, and then market retrace. That retracement occur as a result of two things. Number one, a slowdown in buying momentum, or the people that bought at this very area, they are collecting profit gradually, and the market begin to retrace, and the market pump again. The same thing when there is a slowdown in buy pressure, market retrace, or when people that bought at this very point begin to sell after market come up to this very point, it creates pullback, and it continue like that in an upward trend. And the second one here is in a downtrend. Let's say, for example, markets have been coming back down, impulse, retracement or pullback, impulse right here, retracement or pullback, impulse right here, retracement, and the market is coming back down, and this is in a downward trend formation. Market come back down in an impulsive move, and then retracement or pullback. What that means is there is a slowdown in selling pressure, or people that sell from this very point up to this very area, they are collecting profit, and market have to pull back. Market continue again when the selling pressure becomes so high, come back down, create a new low, and then from this very point, market pull back again. That means there is a slowdown in selling pressure. That means people that sold from this very point all the way to this very area, they are collecting profit, and the trend continue like that. One important thing you need to note before you trade pullback is that you must see trend continuation. What that means is, if the market is moving upward in this kind of formation, you need to see that the market move upward, and then we should see retracement. Market should create a new high, higher than the previous high at this very point, which you see the market move upward right here and retrace. Once we see this kind of formation, then we can trade pullback either in an uptrend or in a downtrend. This is very important concept that you need to know first of all before you can properly trade pullback on your chart. So this is a basic concept for you to understand how to properly trade pullback when you see them on your price action. Now, before I go into the rules and how I properly trade pullback, there are mistakes that you need to avoid if you want to properly trade pullback on your chart. And the number one mistake that you need to avoid is don't trade pullback when the market is not in an uptrend or in a downtrend. So you only trade pullback when the market is trending. Either the market is moving upward, just like you can see right here in this very example, market is moving upward, or you trade pullback when market is coming all the way to the downside, as you can see this very case in a downward trend formation. So this is the only situation, these two situations, upward trend or downward trend, is the only time you can trade pullback. That is the only time you're very sure that the market will continue to create new highs in an uptrend and creating new lows in a downtrend, which is very, very important. The second mistake traders make when trading pullback is that they trade pullback when buyers or sellers have not taken control in the market. Let's say, for example, in an uptrend, market is moving upward and market pull back a little bit to the downside. They quickly enter the trade when buyers have not taken control of the market. I'm going to show you that practically on the chart. The same thing happened in a downtrend, and the market pull back a little bit to the upside. They enter a position when market have not ended that very pullback retracement all the way upward, and market will begin to come back down. They don't really know when that very buy pressure or significant sell pressure have come into the market to ride the market all the way to the downside. And this is the mistake you must have to avoid completely if you really want to trade pullback very, very well on your chart. If you look at this very price chart, it is discovered that the market from this very point move upward right here, and then we see the market retracement, okay, which means selling pressure is cooling off in the market and the market is going to begin to move upward soon. The first practical example of how to trade pullback is on USDJPY 1-day chart. If you look at this very USDJPY 1-day chart, market move all the way to the upside, and at this very point of resistance, buying pressure cool off, which means the market begin to retrace or pull back. Another example is that at this point, buyers begin to take profit. Okay, people that enter from this very area take profit at this very point, and then market begin to come back down, which means there is a slowdown in the buying pressure of this very market. And from this very point, we see the market come up to this very area. Now, there are confirmation, which are 3 confirmations you must have to put in check for you to enter any pullback trading that you want to take on your price action. The number 1 confirmation is that I am looking for a candle that closed above the previous bearish candle as market was coming all the way to the downside, and that very candle is this very candle right here. Okay, it closed above this very spinning top right at this very point, which means market now have capability of moving upward. If you notice, as market begin to come back down, there is no such bullish candle on this very area right here. Now, the second confirmation is for the RSI indicator to come out of the oversold condition. Look at it right here. Market enter into oversold condition on the RSI indicator, and then from here, market should cross the 20% line coming out of the oversold condition. Is a second confirmation I need to watch and pay attention to be very sure that this very retracement have ended, or this very pullback have ended in the market, which means the market is going to begin to move upward very, very soon. The last confirmation, which is the third confirmation, is to check whether that very level was a previous support or resistance in the past. If you look at this very point right here, it discovered that this very area was a support in the past, and that is exact same point where market come into, and then from here market is going to begin to move upward. Not only that, it was resistance at this very point as well, and then from here market have capability of moving upward. Now let's check what really happened on this very price action after all this confirmation is made. However, another thing you need to do is to ensure that your risk reward management is in check. In my trading, I do 1 to 2 risk reward, okay, for my day trading. So from this very point, after my rules and my confirmation have been met, I will from here take my buy position 2, which is a very important 2 right at this very point. So if I take my long position 2 and I place it right here where I execute my trade, of course my stop loss have to be slightly below that very level of support, and then I have to look for 1 to 2 risk reward ratio at this very point. So from here I will enter this very trade and allow this trade to run, because every other confirmation is now in check. So let's see how this very trade play out. If you look at this very trade, market begin to move upward and hit my target at this very point, which was very, very important and sweet trade to take. If you trade pullback this very way, it will help you be in the right direction of the market 70 to 80% of the time. Of course, market will always have a way of tricking you out of the market. This is not a holistic holy grail strategy. It also have its pitfalls. 70 to 80% of the time it works, okay, if you follow the strategy strictly. The second example right here is in a downtrend. You see the market move all the way from here to the downside, and we have pullback or retracement coming in right now. So we want to check whether this very point is the right point for us to take this very pullback moving all the way to the downside, so that we can take a trade right here and move the trend all the way to the downside in line with this very pullback that we see in the market in the past. Now, if you look at this very point, three confirmation to pay attention to if you want to really take this trade. And number one, like I said, is you're looking for a candle that closed below the previous bullish candle, in this very case of a downtrend. Look at it right here. This was the last bullish candle when market was retracing upward, and the bearish candle that closed below it, this very bearish candle right here, was the bearish candle that closed below this very bullish candle. Now, what this indicates is that it indicates that there is a bearish presence, a selling pressure coming to the market. Remember, one of the mistake traders make that I mentioned earlier is that they don't know when buyers come into the market again, and they don't know when sellers come into the market again. They don't know when that buy pressure or that sell pressure come into the market. So for you to know that is for you to note if this very thing happened right here in the case of market coming all the way to the downside. We want to see a bearish candle close below the last bullish candle that occurred when the market was moving upward. And in this very case, we see this very bearish candle right here to close below the last bullish candle on this very price chart. So that is confirmation number one. Number two is that we want to check if this level was a previous support or resistance in the past, which is very, very true. If you look at this very area, this is resistance right here, which is resistance at this very point, resistance at this very area. So that is confirmation number two. And number three is this very point on the stochastic RSI indicator. Market is already at overbought condition, which means market have capability of coming out of the overbought condition, coming down, crossing the 80% line right here is an indication that this very market is going to come all the way to the downside. Now, after all these confirmation have been made, then we can now place a sell trade, okay? And that very sell trade is going to be very simple. So I will come right here and take my short position 2 and place it at my entry point. That is this very candle right here that closed below the previous bullish candle when market was moving in that very retracement or pullback formation. And then my stop loss is slightly above the resistance level, and I'm looking for 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, which will enter most at time. So at this very point, if we notice the way this market play out right here, and this is very important strategy that you need to put in check right now if you really want to trade pullback trading very, very well on your chart. And this will change everything about the way you trade pullback on your chart if you pay attention to every detail in this very video. If you gain value from this video, consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe right now, and turn the bell notification for more forex videos like this one. Also check the channel for other forex content, and join our Telegram channel, the link in the description. Thanks for supporting this channel.